Saw a video of you talking about a song. I think it was Tower.
Yeah.
But you were talking about that, and you were talking about going through the divorce, but it led you into leading a DivorceCare group, or how the DivorceCare was helpful for you, and that led you into
huge. Yeah, DivorceCare
group.
Yeah, DivorceCare is a nationally known program, maybe internationally. It's in churches. It's set up all over the place. I mean, you go to DivorceCare.org or .com. You get dialed in immediately, but. It saved my life. I mean, I really believe it saved my life. I was so depressed, so sad. I mean, divorce was not part of my makeup. Going there, this 13-week program, and going there, kind of walking through all these steps and seeing all the different things and doing a lot of nodding and like, wow, I'm not alone, which is so huge. I mean, so much of our struggle and it could be so alleviated by just being in groups, being around people and confessing with your lips. And then I went through it 2.5 times, and one of the deals is anger, like the whole chapter on anger. And I was sitting there in this group, and they're playing the DVD, and I'm like, talking about the anger, and these women from North Carolina, a lot of them from North Carolina. She's like, and I just was so mad at him, and I took the stereo and I threw it on the ground, and I was just so angry. And I was watching the video, I'm like, I'm not angry anymore, because I was angry for a long time. And all of a sudden it just occurred to me, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm free to stop coming here. Because I would finish one session and be like, what do I do next? I'm like, I got to keep going on this, because I'm not there yet. And then I was able to come back and lead it a few times, which is,
it's huge.
I know, there's just a lot of, scriptural support for, if you really want to learn something, teach it, And so I learned so much, even more, teaching it and then being able to share and seeing these people come in, knowing that, from here in the 13 weeks later, the transformation that could come, and also talking about, kind of saying, hey guys, in this 13 weeks, we are getting somewhere. We're going to find a crossroads here, because it really comes down to, you're either going to forgive and move on with your life, or you're going to hold on to this for the rest of your life. It's going to eat you alive and keep you from, your next relationship and your love and all the fruit that God has for you. Sure. Or you're going to make this. And it was just amazing to see the looks on these people's faces, like, you think, like, you mean I'm going to have to forgive this son of a, like, I'm going to have to forgive this guy for what he did? And, one of the huge parts of DivorceCare is, even though you can't forgive that person right now, if you can say, I can't forgive that person right now, but maybe eventually I might be able to, I think I could, you're on your way. I mean, the ball is rolling in that direction. But if you're like, there's no way I'd ever forgive that guy for what he did to me, I'll never forgive him, that kind of language, words have the power to, to cure and heal, or to tear down. My biggest takeaway from DivorceCare was Christ on the cross saying, "Tetelestai, it is finished." It's got to end with me. I've got to take all this on myself. I have to take full responsibility, because I've got to take full responsibility for what I did and what I didn't do, and release her. Because I can't live like that. I don't want to drag her. And like you've heard this before. When you forgive somebody, you've released two people. You release yourself and the other person.
Well, that's really cool. I appreciate you being open about that. When I saw the videos, you talking at a church, and I was like, man, you don't hear people being that open about real life stuff, and then how God like stepped in and really pulled you out, and which it sounds like exactly what happened. So thanks for sharing that. It's really cool.
I knew some things that had to change. I kept on doing same old.
Hey, I'm Cary Pierce, and I live in Faith Village.